Let's get to the phones. Holly joins us in Austin, Texas. Holly, you're on the Ken Coleman Show. Hello, Holly.
Hi there. Trying to get all the Bluetooth and everything off so I can actually talk to you.
Well, fantastic. I'm glad you're here. How can we help?
So, $14,000 in debt, working the Dave Ramsey program on that part of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I am trying to figure out my dream job or my sweet spot, and I'm struggling with that. I did over 18 years in healthcare billing, medical billing type stuff. I have a degree in healthcare and health information technology, but I was, basically the best way to put it, I wasn't healed. And I've gone through 5 years of working on myself and healing from past traumas and letting things go and just being the best version of myself. And the whole time I've been trying to get back into wellness, but I need to make the money that I was making in healthcare with all the debt that I have and to be financially okay because I'm alone. And so I went and took a spa manager position because I went to school to become a holistic health coach for the wellness part and being a manager and didn't get to health coach at all the whole 3.5 years. So I left there and I went to a wellness resort and I was like, this is so aligned with who I am and everything about what it was standing for, but the job itself was not. And it was very stressful, no work-life balance, and I got overwhelmed really quick. Left there. And now the pandemic hit. And I'm out here doing delivery jobs basically 7 days a week, making way more than I made in a regular job.
Really?
But I'm working. Yes, I really am. Well, especially right now. And I'm doing like 3 or 4 different delivery services at one time. Hard worker, obviously.
Yes, you are.
Thank you. I just need some guidance. I don't really know people don't believe in health coaches. I don't know.
Well, hold on. First of all, I want you to take a deep breath. And I mean literally take a deep breath. Take a deep breath right now. Because you've been through a lot and you're so brave and courageous to share. Now, you broke up. And so I don't want to spend a lot of time on this, but the audience is listening and I'm listening. I'm going, what was the pain? Was it divorce? Because we didn't hear that part. What was the thing that caused you all this pain?
A couple of sexual traumas. And then about a year ago, memories came up of being abused as a child as well. And raising a transgender suicidal child for many years. A lot of stress, many years of chronic stress.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. Now, are you seen or have you seen a professional counselor to deal with all this trauma?
I did years ago to help with raising my child because that was really difficult, but I didn't really work on myself. So I basically started chipping away at that, and I feel amazing, and I'm helping other people every chance I can.
Awesome. Well, Holly, you're amazing. Let me just say that. So a couple things to encourage you on. Number one, you're making more money now in this COVID crisis. You're like a hero, a heroine. Let's use the right term. Hello. You are making more money. So if you start to feel physically exhausted because you're just working so much, I'd dial back on one of those things. And I'll tell you why. If you can somehow dial back a little bit and still make enough money, I think just for a couple more months, or if you can keep it up, keep going and sock some money away. I think you've got 2 options here. I'll tell you why. I think you do know what you want to do. And you started off the phone call going, I don't know what I'm passionate about. But as I heard you recount your story for me, I think you would have loved to work at the wellness resort or something else like that, except that you were in a negative culture and you're a person who's gone through so much trauma. Emotional trauma, that if you're in an unhealthy place, you're super sensitive to it. Am I right?
Very. Yes, and I'm an empath as well, if you understand that.
I've got a child who has a peanut allergy, okay? And because of that, but he's okay. But the point is that he's super sensitive. Like, he can smell any kind of nut in any place well before we do. You know what I mean? So because he's been affected by it. And I think it's the same thing for you. And so you got in a really rough culture or toxic environment. You went, I can't deal with this. Yeah, I've dealt with so much other pain and processed it and come out on the other side that I'm no longer going to be victim of pain that I don't have to put up with. And I think that's the situation. Now, if I'm right about that, and you're saying exactly, my question is, if I could snap my fingers right now and put you in the wellness industry. I'm going to make it really broad for a moment, okay? Whether it's a wellness coach or it's working in the wellness industry. Let's take some of those previous things you've done. And you were in a healthy environment and you were free to just be you and do the work that you love, and you were supported by your leadership and you felt safe with your teammates, would you be calling me right now?
No.
Yeah. So I think you do know what you want to do. Say it. Just say it right now. What would you love to do? Starting tomorrow.
I want to help people heal from their traumas and help guide them through the things that I've gone through so that they can live their best life.
Okay. So where do you do that? What would be a dream scenario? Give me a couple places in the marketplace or a couple real places where you would help that. Where?
That's what I've struggled with.
Well, I don't know why you're struggling. I don't
weight
think
loss places.
Okay, good.
I lost weight as well.
Okay.
I've looked into corporate wellness because I know how unhealthy I was and the other healthcare workers were when I worked in healthcare.
Right. But see, you've just identified two places.
I don't want to be in.
Right, but my point is you've just identified a couple specific industries, if you will, within the wellness industry. So, Holly, I wouldn't overthink this. Do you want to, when you were in the spa place, what were you doing? What was your day-to-day activity?
It was a cryotherapy pain management place, and I loved what I did because I was building rapport with the customers and getting to know them and actually helping take away their pain and improve their quality of life. So even if I worked 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, I went home feeling great every day because I knew I helped people.
Yes. You know why
and
you felt great?
They told me all the time.
Yeah, and you saw yourself as a person who helped alleviate their pain. And as someone who has experienced tremendous pain, you don't want to experience it, but you sure as heck don't want anybody else to experience it. When you see yourself being the resource, the person who helps alleviate even physical pain, it gives you the juice.
Exactly. I do Reiki as well, and that helps take people's pain away. So everything seems to be related to healing pain,
Holly,
healing the body.
Holly, you're not confused?
I am.
No, you're not.
There's no title.
Who cares?
I don't know what to look for when I job search.
Well, you're missing. Yes, you do. You just said it. You gave us a wonderful purpose sentence about a minute ago. And you said it. You said, I want to basically help people alleviate their pain. So stop overthinking it and start looking at multiple places that do that in the marketplace in Austin, Texas. So go from everything from physical pain to emotional pain. Now, I'm going to tell you this. You getting qualified is going to be easier and faster and cheaper to do it in the physical area, especially if you look at spas and some of these other techniques, than it would be to do counseling. That's a longer journey and a more expensive journey. But Holly,
I have plenty of student loan debt.
Exactly. So you can't do that. Holly, I'm going to set you free. You don't need me as a crutch. I'm glad you called, but you don't need me to come up with ideas. You've come up with plenty of ideas. And you just said something that is really huge. I don't know the title. So you're too busy worried about a title instead of, so you're going, I don't know what title to search for online. No, go to the places in Austin, Texas that are healing people. Go to the spas, the therapy places, the physical therapy places, all those things. And get in. And even if it's an hourly job like you had before, I literally would look for things that you just described that you did before, but in a healthy environment. That'll get you financially stable and allow you to save money. And if you need to step up a bit, then you can cash flow your way through the qualification process. So you're right there.